Okay.
Slice and rice. Welcome back, my dear viewer. Today is Chop Chop. And I can't stop thinking about how awesome this Skylander is. But Chop Chop, I love him, trust me. I'm not exactly an expert, so I think I should bring in an expert on Chop Chop. Welcome, Hero.
Hi guys. Scott told me not to do that, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, anyway, I'll start off with his first attack, then you can move to his second one. The point is, his first attack, wow. I mean, sure, it sounds basic, but it is far from basic if you really look at things. Like, sure, it's just swinging a sword, but eventually that sword's on fire. Different. Oh, also, his wild power for swap force is absolutely incredible. Anyway, Hero, you move on to his second ability. Talk about that.
Okay, so I got the craft ability. Also, Scott, we forgot to mention that there's a vampiric one with the sword. Basically, you can regen health with every enemy you kill. But yeah, Shield Bash is basically a terrible move. First of all, you can hold it at the shield to do negative damage, and if you upgrade enough, it can shoot back projectiles, which is really good. But only really good in like multiplayer fights, which is only in like Swap Force and before. But with the Shield Bash attack, it's really not good because you have to do it in uncomfortable position. So, yeah.
Oh, well, this is going to turn into a debate. I think the Shield Bash has a lot of potential, especially if you choose the path. I know that the sword path is better, but the shield path still does show a lot of promise. And like I said, if they ever did make a series for Chop Chop, shield surfing should have been the wow pow.
Shield surf. Oh my god.
Not to mention, like, building the kinetic energy. The fact that you can just take the energy that enemies use and like repulse it. That has to be pretty high on the cool factor.
Yeah. But I think it's time for the third attack. So, Scarlet.
The third attack, it can be a little tricky to aim, but it is pretty cool. I mean, the Soul Gem upgrades it, which in reality is not a very
fun,
inventive Soul Gem. They really could have done a lot with Chop Chop Soul Gem, but we're not going to talk about the negatives of the fact that upgrading it is the Soul Gem. We're going to talk about the positives of this move. And how it can be
is now bone strong.
But yeah, this move is a pretty good medium range attack, especially for a mostly melee oriented Skylander.
I just want to say, if you're looking for a range attack with Chop Chop, this is pretty much your only attack.
Also shooting back the projectiles using the shield, that could work as a range attack. That's literally a range attack.
But like a lot of, at least like SSA enemies, I'm pretty sure. I'm not super sure though. Have mostly physical attacks, I'm pretty sure, so it's not the best though.
Actually, there are a good amount of SSA enemies with range attacks.
Oh, well. I mean, I get an excuse. I've only seen some enemies from SSA. Like, I know it's a big good guy, but that's not what the
Speaking of which, you should go live after this video.
We are continuing this video.
But yeah,
anyway.
We basically said everything to say about Chop Chop. Oh, and the fact that he is God. Not as good as Stealth Elf. Like, a little bit worse than Drobot, but still godly.
I mean, why do you think?
There's a reason Chop Chop got an Eon's Elite over every other undead character from the first game. Anyway, here you talk.
I got one last thing to say before we end off the video. Robo sucks up!